Okay. You will only need to listen for this video. All right. Your target or objective, this is what you need to learn by the end of this video. You need to learn to capitalize landforms and bodies of water. In order to start, I want to explain to you what a landform is. It might be something like a river, mountains, or even oceans. All of those are considered landforms or bodies of water. Another one of landform is a valley. Maybe a canyon, and you see some examples in here of the canyons. And another landform is a mesa. You can see some of the mesas in the background there. All of those are landforms. To help us better understand capitalizing landforms, we are going to see pictures. Every picture you see was taken on a road trip to California. I hope you're ready for your trip to California. Capitalize each important word in the name of a landform or body of water. Here's exactly how you do that. Atlantic Ocean needs a capital letter because it's the name of an ocean. Just the word ocean? You don't need to capitalize that. There's 4 major oceans in the world. Andes Mountains is capitalized because there's only one Andes Mountains in South America. Mountain, though, is common noun. There's lots of mountains, so you don't capitalize it. Ohio River? Well, there's one and only Ohio River. It gets a capital letter. But just river? Well, that doesn't get capitalized because there's lots of rivers in the world. Here's the first part of our trip to California. I am standing in a national park. The national park was absolutely incredible. Give me a thumbs up if you think the word national park deserves a capital letter. Give a thumbs down if you say, well, there are lots of national parks. You should be giving a thumbs down. National park does not need a capital letter. There are lots of national parks throughout the United States. In California, one amazing national park is Redwood National Park. This park has some of the tallest trees in the world. It was amazing to drive through this forest. Give a thumbs up if you think Redwood National Park deserves a capital letter. Give a thumbs down if you were saying, well, there's lots of Redwood National Parks. You should be giving a thumbs up. Redwood National Park deserves a capital letter. There's only one Redwood National Park. Here's a picture now where I'm looking at the ocean. The ocean was so beautiful to see in California off the coast. If you think ocean needs a capital letter, give a thumbs up to say yes, it needs a capital letter. Give a thumbs down if you would say no, ocean is a common noun. You should be giving a thumbs up. Ocean is a common noun. I didn't tell you which ocean we were looking at. If I were to say, here I am gazing at the Pacific Ocean, decide if you think it needs a capital letter and give a thumbs up, or if you think, well, there's lots of Pacific Oceans, give a thumbs down if you don't think it needs a capital letter. Pacific Ocean? Well, that needs a capital letter because there's only one Pacific Ocean. On the coast of California, all the way down, you see the Pacific Ocean. If you just say ocean, it's not capitalized. Pacific Ocean is. Here we go, continuing our trip to California. I got to cross the Golden Gate Bridge and go across this bay. This is a bay of water. A bay is kind of like, it goes in from the ocean into land and forms kind of a little circle or a lake that's connected to the ocean. Give a thumbs up if you think bay deserves a capital letter. Give a thumbs down if you said no, there's lots of bays. You should be giving a thumbs down. The word bay is not capitalized. There's lots of bays in the United States. However, San Francisco Bay, well, that deserves a capital letter. There's only one bay of water that goes by San Francisco with a Golden Gate Bridge by it called San Francisco Bay. Notice San Francisco and Bay is capitalized. Let's think of this. This is a tree. It was an amazing tree. It was really tall. Do you think tree needs a capital letter? Give a thumbs up if you say yes. Give a thumbs down if you say no, it doesn't. Tree does not deserve a capital letter. There are lots of trees. There were lots of these spectacular trees in California. They were absolutely huge. I got to see those trees at Sequoia National Park. Here I am again. I am sitting by a waterfall in California. If you think this waterfall is a pretty special place and deserves a capital letter, give a thumbs up. If you say, yeah, but Miss Troyer, you didn't tell me if it was the name of it, give a thumbs down. This waterfall, what do you think, capital letter or not? You should be giving a thumbs down. I never told you the name of the waterfall. I just said it was a really great waterfall. In California, I visited a place called Kings Canyon. Kings Canyon was a very spectacular place. You can see the big mountains on the side and this valley or canyon in between. If you think Kings Canyon gets a capital letter, give a thumbs up. If you say no, give a thumbs down. Kings Canyon, yes, the K gets a capital, and yes, canyon is part of the name, so it also gets a capital letter. Here is Sequoia National Park. This is the home to those giant trees. Give a thumbs up if you think Sequoia National Park gets a capital letter. Give a thumbs down if you say no, there's lots of trees and there's lots of places called Sequoia National Park. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Get them out, put them up, put them down. Sequoia National Park gets a capital letter. It's the one and only place called Sequoia National Park. Finally, on the trip to California, I drove through this canyon. It was a really steep canyon with a very narrow road. Give a thumbs up if you think this canyon deserves a capital letter. Give a thumbs down if you say, well, there's lots of canyons. What do you think, capitalizing this landform or not? Canyon. You should have your thumbs down. I never told you the name of this canyon. It's just a canyon. Thumbs down. Do not capitalize canyon. Along in California, as I visited Death Valley, I hiked through Mosaic Canyon. It was called Mosaic Canyon because of all the different colors. You see little purples and reds, then it's grays and yellows and blacks. All the colors made this canyon called Mosaic Canyon a special place. Give a thumbs up if you think Mosaic Canyon gets a capital letter. Give a thumbs down if you say, no, it's just a canyon. You should be giving a thumbs up. Notice Mosaic and the word canyon are capitalized. Both are in its name. It's kind of like a first name and a last name. Mosaic Canyon. Capital letters. As I visited Death Valley, California, I saw these spectacular sand dunes. Sand dunes were absolutely amazing to see. Just huge piles of sand. Give a thumbs up if you think this landform deserves a capital letter. Give a thumbs down if you say, no, there are lots of sand dunes in the United States and in the world. Sand dunes is common. It's a common noun. There are sand dunes in Michigan, sand dunes in Oregon, sand dunes in Colorado. Lots of different sand dunes. If I gave you the name the Great Sand Dunes, that's capitalized. That's the sand dunes in Colorado. Here I am standing at Badwater Basin. Badwater Basin is the lowest point in the United States. It is below sea level in Death Valley, California. Give a thumbs up if you think Badwater Basin needs a capital letter. Give a thumbs down if you say no, there are lots of Badwater basins in the United States. Badwater Basin deserves a capital letter because it's the one and only place called Badwater Basin. Finally, to end our exploration of California, this is a picture of me standing above Death Valley. The valley below is very large. It is called Death Valley. Give a thumbs up if you think Death Valley deserves a capital letter. Give us a thumb down if you say, well, there's lots of Death Valleys. You should be giving a thumbs up. Death Valley is the only place called Death Valley. Notice Death and Valley get a capital letter because both of them are part of that landform or that specific place. I really hope you enjoyed this short trip to California. Quietly go back to your seats.